You. What's up, y'all? Tell like it is TV, man. Let's talk about it, y'all. So first of all, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button that's right, y'all. The like button is free. All right, man, so let's get into it, man. I might as well talk about some Steeler talk real quick and kind of throw in what's been going on as far as free agency and things like that. Let me just say this about some of the signings and trading for DK Metcalf. I do like the fact we do got DK. I've always stressed the fact that we need two dogs on the outside. We got that. I am a little shocked by losing Najee Harris. I kind of felt like, damn, we could have. I wanted Najee to come back, honestly. But he went to the Chargers. So, salute to Najee, man. Would have loved to still have him in Pittsburgh, but it is what it is. I was salty about that. The Justin Fields situation, I'm not mad at Justin Fields. He probably feels, with the talk going on and Russell possibly might be coming back and the Jets is pretty much going to give him, he's their guy. Like, they're giving him the money, letting him know. And, with the Steelers situation, he probably just didn't want to take the gamble on that. You know what I'm saying? He probably just didn't want to take the gamble on that, and he wants to play, and, more power to him. So now we in this conundrum right now. Oh, yeah, Darius Slay, picking up Darius Slay and those guys. That was all good and everything. I do think that we definitely need to do something about the running back position. I know we picked up another guy from the Eagles, but, I'm not sure if Jaylen Warren is going to be able to sustain a season where he's playing and being physical like that for the entire season. You got to remember, he was getting hurt and stuff like that when he was the number 2 guy. And that's the thing about Najee. Najee was durable, strong. Even when he wasn't hitting holes and stuff like that, he still was giving you 3-4 yards, moving the chains as bad as our run blocking was. It was what it was. But we'll see, man. We'll see. But the quarterback position. So as we get into this right now, and what this conversation is going on pretty much all summer. At first, it seemed like it was pretty much almost a lock that Aaron Rodgers was going to go to the Pittsburgh Steelers. After that, now, I haven't really been following too tough. I heard it. Heard the rumors. I didn't really think nothing of it. I kind of was like, whatever. But, things have gotten serious, I guess. And the Steelers have been pretty much waiting to see what Aaron Rodgers is going to do, and that's causing frustration within Steeler Nation fans, okay, and media, Steeler media. But as far as, the organization, they obviously have no problem with waiting on Aaron Rodgers. They don't have any problem with doing that. And Aaron Rodgers, he's had his spot where he can make the decisions where he wants to finish playing football or where he wants to play football and however long, whatever he want to do to negotiate and however long, I'm not going to hold that man to that. You know what I mean? Would I like to have Aaron Rodgers? I wouldn't mind it. I would like us to go ahead and draft a quarterback and let's try to get a younger guy. But if we can get in a guy right now that can put us in a win now situation, I'm fine with that too. And with DK Metcalf, whether you bring Russ back, whether you, they sign Mason Rudolph, good to have him back, or it goes with Aaron Rodgers, either or, this offense potentially could definitely be one of the most dangerous offenses in the NFL. All right, so whatever the decision got to be, the organization is standing on that. And if they're going to wait on Rodgers, they're going to wait on Rodgers. If Rodgers is paying people, robbing Peter to play Paul and all that whole other kind of stuff going on, negotiating, that's what he got to do. I'm not upset with the man. But let's get into Cam Haywood's, his thoughts about it. But anyway, fair accuse. Y'all make sure y'all go check out the podcast. Anyway, let's get into it.
And we're like, we need you to follow him into the darkness for a couple days. He says if you come down there with him, he's signing. Are you going to be off the grid for a little bit, go to the darkness, and try to get this guy? We need you. You're our best recruiter. I'm about to get to Darius Slay, and it sounds like you recruited him too. So we need you to start recruiting. Get that NIL bag out like you did at Ohio State.
I ain't doing that darkness retreat.
Now, nobody has said, and this is what I mean by Steelers media, right? Now, I don't know if Cam Hayward follows what's going on or follows Aaron Rodgers like that or whatever, besides on some football type of stuff. But Aaron Rodgers said, I guess he went on a trip and made his decision and took some Oscar and all, whatever the hell that shit is called. And, it is what it is. You know what I mean? To make his decision, I guess, on going to the Jets, if I'm not mistaken, or after his Achilles tear. But, it obviously wasn't for this season. Or, I don't know. Maybe I might be wrong. My information might be wrong, but I'm just going to go with the aspect of that being in that particular season that he was doing this. So he's asking Cam Hayward as if Aaron Rodgers, to recruit Aaron Rodgers, are you going to go take that dark trip? Like, why are you even saying something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you even questioning it to Cam Hayward to make it seem like Cam Hayward is, salty with Aaron Rodgers and, he's like, man, I ain't doing none of that bullshit, man, to get this dude on the team, man. Like, and that's how he's responding. So Cam Hayward is not frustrated with Aaron Rodgers' decision. He understands what it is to negotiate and make a decision on where you want to play. And, you might be still negotiating with other teams. Right, he would understand that, you know what I'm saying, to a certain degree. But when you label the question to him like that, of course a motherfucker's going to be like, damn, you want me to do all that? Just make sure you want to be a Pittsburgh Steeler? Like, look, bro, if you want to be a Steeler, be a Steeler. I ain't about to be taking these trips. And that's not what happened. And that's the problem a lot of times with Steeler Nation media sometimes. They take these quotes and stuff like that and take it out of, or make questions to the player that will give the player to respond to something as if that's negotiating to get Aaron Rodgers to come to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Aaron Rodgers can see, he don't need to take a trip to see that, all right, I got George Pickens, and then I will have DK Metcalf. I got Mike Tomlin, who's a solid guy, solid coach. They just need a quarterback. They got Freiermuth, right? They got a solid defense. They just need a quarterback for real. You know what I'm saying? And I could be that guy. Aaron Rodgers could see that. He don't need to take no ayahuasca trip. But anyway, let's get into Cam Hayward's response.
I don't mean any of that crap. Like, either you want to be a Pittsburgh Steeler or you don't. That's simple. That's the pitch. Like, if you want me to recruit, that's the recruiting pitch. Pittsburgh Steelers, if you want to be part of it, so be it. If you don't, no skin on my back.
So if they called you,
right,
we need you to follow him into the darkness.
So it made it be like nonchalant, like, Cam Hayward, man, he done with it, man. He over with it, man. Yeah, man, no shit. Yeah. That bitch-ass nigga Aaron Rodgers, he out there acting like a bitch. I hate him. He taking so long to make a decision. Now, me personally, before I did the video today, I was going to do a video today. But as I was getting the news at work that the Vikings pretty much pulled on the deal, I swore up and down he was going to go to the Vikings after having a conversation with somebody. They was like, yeah, he going to do the Favre arc. Favre went to the Jets. I was like, Favre ain't go to no goddamn Jets. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about, Favre? He like, Favre did go to the Jets. I'm like, damn, you right. Favre did go to the Jets, and then he went to the Vikings. I was like, damn, that's crazy. I forgot he was on the goddamn Jets. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, man, Aaron Rodgers going to the Vikings. So to see them pull on the deal, it leaves Aaron Rodgers up in the air. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's going to wait it out, whatever the case may be. But at some point in time, you can't wait all summer on the man. You can't wait, as the Pittsburgh Steelers, you cannot wait all summer on the man. It's either this man want to play football or this man don't. And if he don't want to play and he want to hold out and play for another team, that's on him. All right? But we as a team and an organization, we still got money we need to be out here spending to kind of build up this team at the end of the day. There's some free agents they can get out here and grab and spend a little bit more cash. All right? So, for me, like I said, I'm all cool with a man doing what he got to do to make his decision to where he want to play in life. That's that man's life. You know what I'm saying? Who am I to want to rush this man because I want him to be on my team? I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I think we as fans, we shouldn't be doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's just me, though. Maybe it's the weed talking. I don't know. But that's just how I personally feel. You know what I'm saying? Yes, am I tired of hearing about the possibility of Aaron Rodgers coming to the Steelers? Yes, I'm tired of hearing about it. Would I like to have Aaron Rodgers on my team? Absolutely. If Aaron Rodgers got to take long and whatever, am I upset the fact that he's taking long? No, I'm just to the point where it's like, all right, whenever he makes a decision, wherever he makes a decision, but we still got shit to do as far as our team goes. You know what I'm saying? And whatever plan on money y'all plan on saving, you know what I'm saying? You might, because like I said, you let Najee go. This nigga only getting $10 million. You could have franchise tagged Najee, I think. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. But goddamn it, you could have gave him 15 to make him stay for another year. You know what I mean? But, it's just stuff like that, that's kind of like, dang. I still think we can kind of beef up at the middle linebacker position. I think we can definitely get better on the corners. We can build more corners. You know what I'm saying? Get some D tackles. You know what I'm saying? Maybe look for another speed lineman. As far as the edge, to kind of give T.J. Watt and Alex Highsmith, because one of them is always going down. So if we have the rookie Nick Heiberg in there, then at least we have another dog on that other end that we can bring around that we know is going to be effective and that can make plays. You see what I'm saying? So it's just little stuff like that I'm looking back and I'm saying I should do more Steeler content, but it is what it is. But let's come over here real quick because there is some things in the offseason. But if you ask me, bro, I would absolutely love to have Rodgers. I would. I'd be lying to tell y'all, I'd rather have Russ or whatever the case may be. With all that comes with Aaron Rodgers, with these receivers, I think it's definitely possible, and especially with our defense, we're always going to be in the game. Now we got a real quarterback. Yeah, he might be a little older, he's 41, but he still got something left in the tank. You know what I'm saying? Just like, I don't like how they people trying to throw out Russ. Like Russ, Russ 36 years old. He still got enough left. You know what I'm saying? People trying to throw that man away like he ain't nothing. All right, so let me come over here. My joint acting real janky right now. All right. So, shout out to Speak For Yourself. They had I'm just pretty much responding to what Keyshawn had to say. I didn't listen to the whole podcast, so I don't know who said what Michael Irvin had to say, or what Paul Pierce or what Joy had to say. I just retweeted this. At the end of the day, it is what it is. So let's get into it. Anyway, fair accuse.
Look, I've been saying this from day one, that when you are Aaron Rodgers or any athlete for that matter that has had some sort of, I don't want to call them issues, but not the cleanest locker room chemistry going, and you want an opportunity to go play with a locker room that's stacked with veteran players, like I talked about, I don't know, a couple days ago, a week ago, whatever. You talk about these dudes with these full beards and the car seats in the back. They not, and I mentioned Cam Hayward on purpose. On purpose, because so yeah, we got it right here. I mean, there you go. Tee it up.
Who's gonna say something to the 4-time MVP?
I bet you
who
Cam,
got the eagle.
I bet you Cam, the dude with the big old beard, that Cam Hayward, that big beard. Yeah, I promise you, out my right hand.
To Aaron Rodgers, though.
To Aaron freaking Rodgers. Man, he'll put Aaron Rodgers in the chokehold. He ain't worried about that. Right?
So now, this already creating drama like Cam Hayward. And that's what I'm saying, like how sometimes the media can do things to where they make things a story at the end of the day. If we just sit back and listen to it and like, okay, so why did Cam Hayward respond like that? And then when you watch it, you like, well, that's why he responded like that. The dude was making it seem as if like, yo, but could it be maybe a little irritation from Cam Hayward based on what he was asking him? Like, no, I'm not about to be doing all of that. But as far as Cam Hayward would have, I'm pretty sure and I guarantee you, he would have no problem if Aaron Rodgers decided to join the team. Matter of fact, he would be ecstatic about it. You will hear him on his podcast. Yeah, man. I think we really got a shot at this thing for real. We got our wide receiver core looking good. Running back, maybe a little question mark, but we know the potential of what Jalen Warren can give us. You know what I'm saying? And now we got a quarterback back there. We get another 4-time MVP, and let's see if he can. Let's see what he do. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. I'm optimistic about this season. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. So, like I said, man, I think people are just blowing this up because Aaron Rodgers You know, mainly because he's a Trump guy. Let's keep it real. You know, he's part of like the far right conservative kind of. So the liberal media is always gonna, just get on some shit about Aaron Rodgers to make you hate Aaron Rodgers. Keyshawn Johnson, they did the same thing to you, brother. There's a lot of players that they do this to. Chad Ochocinco, Terrell Owens, okay? Make these people out to be crazy and they nut jobs and they me guys, they divas, da-da-da-da, because, sometimes they don't always follow the script, right? They like to do things their way, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you're doing things your way, some people ain't going to like you for it. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. But I think most people that watch football understand, like, yo, Aaron Rodgers, even at 41, is still a bad dude. You know what I'm saying? Let's pump the brakes here a little bit. You know what I'm saying? The guy has accomplished a lot. Did he get everything he wanted and more with the Jets and it didn't work out? Absolutely. That happened. That did happen. He got everything he wanted and more and got hurt his first year, and his second year, it didn't work out. You know what I mean? So now he can just come to a situation where he could just do him. You know what I'm saying? He could just be a quarterback and be the Aaron Rodgers that we know. You know what I mean? With a good defense behind him, decent running game, but the outside dogs, the receiving on the team is A1. You know what I'm saying? A1 talent. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, for me, if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I would join the Steelers. But, I'm not Aaron Rodgers. He might want to go with the Giants. He might want to do his thing there. There might be another team that we don't know about that they've been secretly negotiating. The nigga might go to the goddamn Saints or something. You know what I'm saying? He might go Tennessee right now ain't got a quarterback. You see what I'm saying? He might mess around. He might mess around with the Patriots or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might backdoor the deal. You know what I mean? He might go to Jacksonville or something. Who knows? Indianapolis Colts. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's all up in the air, and it's still probably teams that we don't know about that Rodgers is also having negotiating with to be the starting quarterback. You see what I'm saying? So, everything is, still up in the air. All right? But anyway, let this keep going.
And look, man, I'm just telling you how my experience in football with them big old dudes. Them big dudes don't play. And you saw what Cam is saying. He's trying to win a championship. And he's trying to keep that culture that Mike Tomlin took over from Bill Cowher and
now to get over here, Keyshawn, and kind of just, it's crazy when you see people do that, because it's like, bruh, now you're putting dubs on this man. Like, this man is going to get in here and he's going to, just be some locker room dysfunctional character, and he's not going to respect coach. Like him and Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin, he obviously respects Mike Tomlin in his mind. And I think that if the two is to link up, this would definitely give the offense. Mike Tomlin will have enough trust in Aaron Rodgers to do what he needs to do. And as far as the defensive side of the ball, we already know Mike T going to be all over that like white on rice. And if he has a guy that he respects, has confidence in, actually a guy that beat him in the Super Bowl, okay? I'm pretty sure he can sleep a lot better at night as far as worrying about if his offense is going to show up Sunday night, Thursday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. He ain't got to worry about that. He already know. Look, I got a coach on the field. I got a game manager. That's one of the coldest of all time to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need him to be doing a lot of running and this, that, and the third. If he needs to do what he needs to do what he needs to do. But make sure you protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? You are an older man, can't be taking these hits. But at the end of the day, like I said, man, I think that shit would be a match made in heaven, man, and we can definitely do some great things. It's gonna bring a lot of, like, we thought Steeler Nation fans were big. Now, if Aaron Rodgers joins the Pittsburgh Steelers, bro, the fan base is going to be through the roof. You're going to start seeing people you ain't even know with Steelers fans just jumping out the window. Yeah, man. Aaron Rodgers is bringing his own crowd with him. You know what I'm saying? Which is fine. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's bring more eyes on the team. We already one of the biggest, and we ain't won the Super Bowl since '08. We ain't been in the Super Bowl since 2010. See what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know what's crazy is, damn, Mike Tomlin don't get credit for actually going to 2 Super Bowls in about 3 years. That's kind of crazy, but people love to gloss about him having the losing streaks and all that, but they don't like to talk about the greatness he had them first 3 years. It's not easy for the motherfucker to just become coach and do what he did. Now you can leave it off, oh, that was Cowher's team, this, that, and the third, but and that's one real reason too. I really want to see Mike Tomlin win it, because you got some of these Steelers Nation fans. That was Bill Cowher's team. Like, it don't matter if it was Bill Cowher's team or whatever the case may be. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers. But at the end of the day, I just kind of want that stigma to get off Mike. Like, Mike he ain't drafting these players. He ain't a part of this and he ain't a part of that. Like, I just hate some of the talk. That will literally shut a lot of things down about a lot of people that, have things to say about Mike Tomlin. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever hear players talk bad about Mike Tomlin. You know what I'm saying? Some shit just ain't work out. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's the National Football League. You're going to win, you're going to lose. But don't nobody get out here and say, yo, Mike T is a terrible coach. You know what I'm saying? I know they had the little clip with Elderman getting out here talking about, he plays the same defense. And that same defense, but he's saying that in the aspect of, but hey, that's the Steeler way. And he understands the culture. He understands that Mike Tomlin going to win these games. He going to win these games. Regardless of what they doing. They still going to find a way to win the game. We still going to find a way in a close game. Or, shit, if we jump on somebody else, that's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? You might as well put a dub next to that team. Because that's a wrap. They getting cooked if we, on our P's and Q's on offense, and then our defense is just doing what they normally do. It's over for a team. So, at the end of the day, man, like I said, I would love to have Aaron Rodgers. If he doesn't come to the team, am I losing sleep about that? Absolutely not. But one thing I will say is that I'm not willing to wait all summer though for Aaron Rodgers. I'm just not. Because if he decides to do something else and renege on a deal, or just say, I ain't playing football no more, then we get stuck in quarterback purgatory. Now, like I said, Mason Rudolph is right there, so that's cool. And if we draft a quarterback, that'd be cool too. Should we draft a quarterback first round? I've been hearing a lot about the Darks dude and this, that, and the third, and heard about Monroe and stuff like that. But it would be cool to get like a solid running back, or maybe even like a lineman. You know what I'm saying? A tackle. But I think Benton is going to be good, man. Benton is coming up. You know what I mean? And I think there's some players still in free agency that we can grab as far as the tackles go. You know what I mean? So I think we can get kind of a little better on the building up the depth with the D line and offensive linemen. You know what I'm saying? With that first round, but we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? I believe in the Steelers, and I believe that they're gonna make the right decisions. But I hope they don't. I'm glad to see them do something different as far as what they've done this free agency. They went out there and got some names. You know what I'm saying? Darius Slay, yeah, he's coming off of a Super Bowl run. All right. You got DK Metcalf, we all know is all pro and one of the best receivers in football. So for them to make that and then sign him to lock him down, that's something that the Steelers have really never really been able to do or haven't done. So I like what I seen, the aggressiveness with us going after and going to get players. So I do like that. That's something different. And, they going about this situation to something different, and it might pay off for us. You know what I'm saying? Waiting on Aaron Rodgers to make a decision might, give us Aaron Rodgers for a couple years and give us a crack at least getting a title. Because I'm going to keep it $1 We get Aaron Rodgers, bro, it's championship or bust. Straight up and down. It is championship or bust. And if Aaron Rodgers is not in it for winning the championship, then I don't even want Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? If he's not willing to live with the pressure, it's championship or bust, then he can go somewhere else, in my personal opinion. I don't want a quarterback that's just looking to ride off into the sunset, have a few good seasons, go to the playoffs. No, I'm trying to win. I'm trying to get a Lombardi. You know what I'm saying? The Chiefs catching up on us. We tied with the Patriots. I'm trying to get a Lombardi. And I'm going to tell Aaron Rodgers this. That championship you won in Green Bay won't be, this one would be, it would mean more, and you would be more solidified in the history of the game of winning with the Pittsburgh Steelers, because you won with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, one might say, oh, but, Green Bay Packer fans are not like Steelers fans. Steelers fans are worldwide. Packer fans are, there's fans everywhere in the world of teams, right? We're not going to sit up there and just act like that, but Steelers Nation is something different, man. It's something different, and he win that championship, bro. I'm telling you, that one is going to be a lot more special, and he would be a lot more recognized for winning with the Pittsburgh Steelers than any team that he can go to. So if he's not willing to live with the pressure of, man, it's championship or bust, man, they expected me to win the title. They expected me to win the title. If he not willing to deal with that, I don't want him. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, if he willing to deal with that and he ready, he want to go get him a ring, then let's ride out. Let's rock out. Shit, we fuck around and go back to back. Because, the rumor is he won a 2-year deal. So, a 2-year deal, we fuck around, we can go back to back. And he will really solidify his legacy if he was to go back to back. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, I like our chances. But if we can't get Aaron, I don't have no problem with having Russ back. I'm going to just keep it a dollar bean with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it a dollar bean. I know a lot of y'all say, nah, no Russ. Give me Russ. You know what I'm saying? And if whatever Russ ain't working out, then I have no problem with living and dying with Mason Rudolph. That's my personal take on that. You know what I'm saying? Mason knows what's expected. Mason's a big quarterback. He can see the middle of the field for real. And, yeah, man, I like our chances. Mason, when he was playing, before he left, I honestly thought we should have signed Mason back. But Mason went to Tennessee, and, things ain't work out, and he came back, and we was able to get him back. So I'm glad to have Mason Rudolph on the team, just in case all else fails, especially with Justin Fields leaving. So it's glad to have a familiar face. He can sling that ball. He going to stand in that pocket and make that throw. You know what I mean? And he doesn't really make a lot of bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? He might make some, but not a lot. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But anyway, don't get mad at me, man. I just got to tell it like it is, man. So shout out to day ones. Shout out to new ones, man. Make sure y'all niggas hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to donate, the links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button that's right, y'all. The like button is free. Anyway, Tell Like It Is TV. We out of here, y'all. One.